So the first thing I'm doing in order for me to save my first $100,000 is make smarter decisions. What I mean by this is, I remember when I was making around $75,000 a year, I was not making smart decisions. Matter of fact, all the decisions I made they were all dumb decisions, financially, of course. To give you an example, I remember when I had my Infiniti G35 all paid for, but then I decided that, you know what, I need to get rid of that car. I need to get a new car. And so what I did is I traded in that car and got a new one where I had to pay monthly payments, right, of around, I think it was like almost $500 a month that I was paying for that car after I traded in my all paid for Infiniti. And so I think that was the first dumb financial decision that I've made that led me down a path that was really terrible financially. That's why I think the first step to saving my first $100,000 is to just make smart decisions, basically. And I think that trickles down to everything else. You know, once you make smart decisions, everything else becomes better, or everything else becomes easier. And so that's my first thing that I will do in order for me to save my first $100,000. Now the second thing I will do is look into my finances, look into my earnings and my spending, because I think you would never know how much you need to save unless you know how much you're making and how much you're spending. And so I think I need to really get into my finances and find out how much money am I making on a monthly basis or even a yearly basis, and then figure out, okay, how much do I spend on necessary things that I need, like rent and food and clothing and, you know, things like that. So I need to figure out what are my needs and what are my wants, right? Because all my wants, they can wait, basically. All my needs that I need to spend on, you know, I need to figure out, okay, how much am I spending on those, and then figure out, okay, what do I have left to save, basically. That leads me to my third strategy, or my third plan, which is to increase my earnings, because you can only save what you earn, right? Your earnings cap is how much money you're making, right, minus how much you're spending. So if you're making $4,000 a month, if you didn't have to spend nothing, if you had no rent, no food, if you had no responsibility, no spending, nothing, right, and you made $4,000 a month, the most you can save is $4,000 a month, because that's how much you're making. And so I think the first thing is to increase my earnings per month. And the way I'm doing that is by doing some side hustles on the side while I still have a job and things like that. And I think I'm already doing pretty good at that at the moment. I have a few side hustles that are making me some money, but I think the more we can increase our earnings, the better. I'm getting cold. I think I need either to have more side hustles or to find a way to scale whatever I'm already doing to make even more money. I think that will put me on a path where, you know, I can get to my goal, which is to save $100,000 way, way, way faster. I just realized the whole time I was filming, my mic was not connected to the camera. Rookie mistake, I guess. But anyway, that leads me to my fourth plan, which is to live below my means, right? What I mean by that is not to live so frugally that, you know, I don't enjoy life or the things that I need, and that I I hold on to my money so tight that I don't do anything, or that I don't share it, or that I don't, like people be saying, don't buy the $5 coffee. I don't drink coffee, but it's just an example, right? Like I was saying earlier, take a deep dive into my spending and realize what my needs are and what my wants are. And so anything that I need is fine, but all the wants, you know, as long as I can live without it, you know, at least for a period of time, then it's fine. I don't need it, right? Then I can save that money to eventually contribute to my goal. And so anything that I used to buy that I don't need, like I used to buy a bunch of shoes that I don't even wear because I'm always at work all the time. So I didn't even have time to go out. I didn't even have time to wear these shoes, but I was buying them anyway. Like 10 boxes would be showing up at my house, at my apartment, to specify, at my apartment a day. It was crazy. And so now that I've shifted my mindset, I realize, well, did I really need to do these things? I didn't. And so these are the things that I need to cut out. Like, that's what I mean when I say live below my means, because the more you can save, the better. So that leads me to my plan number 5, which is to just stay committed. Just stay committed to the process. Don't think that everything will happen so quick, so fast, because, you know, it doesn't work like that. And so I used to think that way a couple years ago, right before I shifted my mindset, is that I needed to get rich like this, like today. And in thinking that, I made a lot of stupid mistakes that could have been avoided, but it was all about my mindset. It was all about the mindset that I had that led me to make these mistakes. Now that I've shifted my mindset, I realize patience is the key. Patience and consistency, those are the key to achieving whatever it is you want to achieve. And so that's also my mindset with this YouTube channel, is that I need to be consistent and I need to be patient. Like me posting this video, I need to not have the mindset that, okay, it needs to go viral like today. Like I'm not making the video for it to go viral, you know, I'm just sharing my experiences and my thoughts and my, you know, it's a way for me to practice as well. And so that's just what I think. It's a bit weird, you know, seeing people walk past looking at you, recording yourself. You know, it's a bit cringe, but it is what it is, you know. Gotta realize that's something everybody does, you know. And so, yeah, these are my 5 step plan that I made in order for me to save my first $100,000. If you want to see when I actually reach my goal, you know, subscribe. Anyway, thanks for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next one.